To find the right career path, we need to understand and observe ourselves. By applying Holland's framework of vocational choices, we may be able to choose a career path that will fully utilize our skills, express our values, and enjoy solving problems required by our roles. Holland has labeled the 6 vocational choices as realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. The 6 categories are somewhat correlated with each other. Now, today we have a group of great future stars sharing with us their own individual vocational preferences.
Holland's vocational type theory consists of 6 personality traits that reflect our interactions with people and our environment. The 2 vocational types that I believe best reflect my own tendencies are the social and realistic type. The social type consists mainly of interpersonal skills. These skills entail aspects such as the love of interacting, being caring, and empathetic towards others. I believe that I've developed such skills as I have grown older. I attribute this to how I grew up. I regularly moved schools and countries ever since I was young, and this has caused me to become a more social person, as I have constantly had to meet and make new friends. As these skills developed, I have become more confident in the way that I present myself, and I am now able to use these skills to my advantage, whether that be for making new friends or connections or in my job. Secondly, I portray tendencies that would indicate the realistic type. The description of this type includes a structured/methodical approach to problem solving, having concrete solutions, and excelling in learning when it's hands-on. I believe I showcase many of these attributes. I take a very realistic approach to most situations, and I like to be knowledgeable about things, and having concrete solutions to problems allows this. Furthermore, I am very precise and accurate when I apply myself to regular day-to-day activities, challenges at work and at university. The 2 vocational types I have chosen do reflect parts of my personality, however, I believe they do not cover me as a whole. I do consider myself to have aspects of other vocational types as well.
I believe my individual vocational preferences using Holland's framework is investigative type. The description of the investigative type of vocational preferences includes discovery and research ideas, investigative, experiment, and solve problem skills that were shown when I was a group leader at Business Model 2. Some problem-solving styles in the investigative type are 6 challenging problems, relies on thinking, gathering information, careful analyze objective data. Some key processes while I was a group leader are finding our challenges, communicating with other team members, and thinking about how to solve the problems and do it better. I will summarize and analyze the parts we do well and the parts we don't do so well. Therefore, solve the problems to let things on the right track. I believe and I am confident that I can discover and research ideas for our teams.
With reference to this theory, I believe I embody both the artistic and enterprising types. The artistic personality type demonstrates a need to communicate through self-expression such as art, drama, design, and so on. People within this personality type also hold an artistic view in approaching problems to produce appropriate solutions. I match this vocational preference through a selection of character traits, in which I often hold a desire to create and design, whether that be through art or photography. An example of this is through my social interactions, as there are often times where such friends of mine hold a very direct and calculated mindset in solving problems with greater practicality. This contrasts to my own personality, in which I often disregard basic practical solutions for more comprehensive answers. This difference in mindset is perhaps due to their more realistic vocational types. The enterprising vocational type, on the other hand, describes individuals who hold distinct character traits of leadership and encouragement, as well as basic needs to manage and influence others. The ways in which I believe I match such a vocational type is in my tendencies and often wanting to lead in group situations, whether that be in sporting, social, or work-based settings. One such key ways in which I believe I demonstrate this is when working for a painting company, doing door-to-door sales. It is during such a job that I must employ the influential qualities of my personality to convince potential clients of the value and utility in our service and drive the interaction in the desired direction of closing a deal.
According to Holland's framework of career choice, I believe my individual vocational preferences are social and enterprising. The description of this interest area, enterprising, includes the leading and influencing of others and the managerial and organisational skills that are shown when working at my part-time job at Holland Science. Some key skills I possess are selling, promoting deals, and persuading customers into purchasing to raise my individual key performance indicator, my KPI. Public speaking is also a skill to possess when going up to each customer when offering help and solving problems about their needs and wants for clothing. I've been told by managers that my personality is energetic, sociable, and ambitious. This is crucial to my part-time job. When I am confident with myself, I can lead people and sell ideas and things with enough confidence to convince the customer. I believe I show the same or similar personality traits for the social personality type. With my second part-time job, I taught and trained ballet students. I show great interest in my teaching, training, and serving for the well-being and welfare of others. Because of my two interactive jobs, employees have told me I have a high level of communication with many different relationships, whether those relationships are retail assistants to customer, retail representative to manager, or teacher to student and parent.
My individual vocational preferences are the social and enterprising type. Social type emphasizes on interpersonal skills concerning the well-being of others, teaching and enjoying interacting with others. Based on my experiences as a freelance musician and music teacher, my key skills are effective communication with my clients, caring and supporting my students. My clients have praised the effectiveness of building close-knit rapport with my students. Enterprising type emphasizes on leadership, management, and influential skills within an organization. Now, based on my experiences managing community orchestra and the flagship shop of KBB Music, setting and achieving annual KPI target and leading the team has been my key competencies. My superiors have complimented my leadership to be straightforward and clear. The key skills shared between the social and the enterprising type includes building new relationships with potential clients at trade events and music performance, and public speaking during post-concert interviews with the audience. Managing work rosters and interviewing new staff are also my key competencies. What strategies should students like us adapt to improve the transition from university to work? Also, are there any evidence and experience for the value of these strategies in dealing with the challenges we face in the transition? Now let's discuss this with Lily and Jack. What are your thoughts?
I believe strategies that assist the transition from university to the workplace begins with the work experience you may hold from previous years of working throughout high school or even your university life. In my experience, this would be in the retail assistance area. The interactions with different fields of customers prepares you for the challenges you may face in the real world. For example, gaining helpful and insightful knowledge about your customer will allow them to open up to you and therefore mastering your people skills. Another strategy to make the transition from university to the workplace easier includes volunteer and internship work. This shows companies you have a wide set of skills and that shows you're the right pick for their personal company. A Day in the Life program combines both volunteer and internship work for your chosen preferred industry, allowing students to set more realistic expectations for the university to workplace transition.
For me, the best way to join the workforce from tertiary study would be to deconstruct exactly what it means to make such a transition. An effective way in achieving this wider understanding would be to find and consult mentors. These can include people who have already made such a transition and can provide a point of reference in making a smooth turnover from regular lectures and assignments to consistent deadlines and pressure upon performance. Spending time with mentors, especially those with higher status in their profession, can also provide a powerful insight into what is to be expected in a work environment on a more intimate level. A key example of mentorship would be looking toward Elon Musk. One of his many self-management methods is time boxing, in which he writes the tasks he wants to complete, as well as the distinctive time frames he wants to complete them in. Using such a self-management tool as this can act to distinguish and clarify the range of new responsibilities that come in transitioning to the workforce, as well as making such a process.
Thank you, Lily and Jack, for sharing your strategies with us. By applying Holland's framework, it is important for us to continuously observe our fitting vocational personality and pursue the right career path. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you will find the right career path ahead.